YouTube, what's up? It's Peyton again. Today I'm gonna do a discussion on what I said in my last video, slingshots, what I think of them, and such. You don't have to agree with what I have to say here, but I'm just giving some advice to people that don't know much about slingshots. I prefer flat bands because they contract much faster than tubular bands. It's just basic physics. Flat bands contract much faster and better than tubular bands. And they're easier to put on a slingshot. And this slingshot I have, this is my hunting slingshot. This is what I use to hunt squirrels and rabbits. This is made out of grape wood. And I like that curve. It gives a grip, a good grip, because I do a V grip on my slingshot. Do a good butterfly with this. I always use butterfly when I'm hunting. This gives me more power. I use green ThoroBand Pro for that's what I use. Leather pouch. I make my own. I use rubber bands to connect the top. Make sure this is flat so it doesn't cut them, because I've had problems with that making slingshots before. I own tons of slingshots, but this is the main one I use for hunting. Now I got this one. This is tubular band slingshot. I have, oh yeah, this is an ArrowRest mod. You can find this on any channel. They're the keyring mod. It's really easy just to shoot arrows, but I just have that on there. But I'm not going to show you how to do that because there's tons of other channels that have that mod. But this is my Burnett wrist brace, store-bought one. I put TrueMark black heavy bands on there because it is very uncomfortable to pull back. And there's not very many reference points because this is store-bought. There is no reference points because it's so thin. The thickness of the wood is good for reference points, helps you aim better. The brace helps, though, with the whole band problem, but this is mostly instinctive shooting. I only use this for target practice, by the way. It's a good slingshot if you're thinking about buying one, but you're just going to have to get used to instinctive shooting. If you want to make your own, I always highly suggest make your own. But you can buy, they're very expensive though, wooden slingshots that have good reference points. But I make my own. I find the V's and I make good wide ones so I get good reference points on them. But it just depends on what you think, how you think. Another thing, I prefer rocks for shooting birds and target practice because rocks are easier to find. You got to find the right kind of rocks though so they don't spin around. Some people don't use rocks altogether, they use marbles, but I just don't like to buy marbles because I'm really lazy. I just like to go in my yard and find rocks that are perfect size for shooting birds and stuff like that. But for hunting, most people use 9mm steel ball. I disagree. Don't like steel. It's too light for me. Not very good. It doesn't have much knockdown power. I prefer lead ball, 50 caliber. 50 caliber has a good grip on it. Really lots of impact on this. Very lots of impact because it's lead. I love lead. It's much better than steel. You can get these in the muzzleloader store. 50 caliber, really easy to find. They only cost $10 for like 100 for hunting. You're not going to use these very much, only for hunting. For rocks, I would use for target practice. That's what I got to say about how I prefer in slingshots. There's tons of videos out there. I remember one channel, the Slingshot channel. I highly suggest you subscribe to that. He can explain everything. He makes excellent slingshots. I like his slingshots. I got a lot of my inspiration from him. I get a lot of credit. I put a lot of credit on him, but some of this stuff I'm coming up on my own. But I like this grape slingshot. I found this naturally in the woods. It's a grapevine. I like that curve in it. I like that curve. It's good. It's a good grip line, and I can get a very good, almost complete draw length with this. Love it. That's what I gotta say on slingshots. Thank you. Click like, please. Subscribe. I'm gonna next video. I'm gonna probably do a review on the BF52 Daisy slingshot. So that's what I gotta say on slingshots. Thank you. Subscribe. Oh yeah, and also try to subscribe to the Slingshot channel because that is that's just an awesome channel. Thank you and bye.